It's just sometimes the one that has less baggage is the one that we're going to choose because there's just a lot less that comes along with it. Does that make sense?
But then they also have less life experience, and then you don't get along with them as well. Like, oh, it's fun and cool, and they're young and less baggage, but at the same time, because there's less baggage, they are a little bit more inexperienced. And if you are older, you can't get along with them.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think men are attracted to women with experience?
No, I mean experience as in, like, you want to talk to me, you're 40 dating a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
You're not as well traveled, you're not as well...
That's what I'm asking you. Do you think men... Please pay attention to the question. Do you think men care about a woman's experience?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
What if I told you we don't? As a matter of fact... Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Because think about it. Does a guy prefer a girl with a higher body count or a lower body count?
Lower.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about...
But like, that encompasses her experiences.
That's one of the experiences. There's other experiences like traveling and knowledge and like things you've seen in your life. That's what I'm talking about. For example, Dan, who likes to date younger girls because he's attracted to younger girls, he's like, I can't date them for a long time because I have nothing in common with them and nothing to talk about because they're so young, but I'm attracted to them. But it doesn't go far because they don't have any life experience.
Well, here's the other thing too. They also don't provide value. So, yes, but here's the point. They're getting his attention.
But who can provide value to Dan Bilzerian?
Well, that's the girl's job. See, this is the problem why so many women, I love that you said that. That's the problem. Many modern day women don't know how to keep a higher status guy around because most women, quite frankly, are useless.
But he doesn't need to cook. He has a private chef.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Most girls are useless because they've never had to be useful. If you come into a man's life that has everything, you need to figure out how to provide something to him that everybody else hasn't been able to provide. But most girls lack critical thinking skills, like some of the ladies we kicked off the panel earlier, because girls are not necessarily independent thinkers. They think, I'm going to be pretty, I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to get this guy. When I asked you guys earlier, what do you bring to the table? All the things that you guys mentioned are easily replaceable by a 21-year-old girl. So how are you going to keep a guy around that has options? Yeah. We asked you guys that question for a purpose. Most women provide the same things over and over again, and if they don't provide those same things they provide, oh, I have money and status, as if men care about that. We don't.
But what happens if you're not you guys?
That's the scary part. You don't know.
Nothing.
That's what I'm trying to say. No. That's the scary part. Like, you don't know. See, here's the difference between men and women. Men have to understand women to attract them and know what they want. Women, on the other hand, don't have to understand men or know what they want to attract them. That is why women are able to live in bizarro world and think, I'm going to bring myself to the table and that's enough. But the reality is this. You bring enough for sex, but you don't bring enough for a relationship. Most girls have enough to attain a guy, but they don't have enough to retain a guy.
But then there's girls who live in bizarro world and get literally everything they ever wanted and they don't give a fuck what the guy wants. They're just like, they get everything they want and then whenever the guy
if that guy's keeping them around, here's the thing. If that guy's keeping them around and he has options, etc., that girl is doing something that the other girls are not willing to do.
Allowing him to cheat and she doesn't give a fuck because she's getting herself
that might be what he wants.
That might be what he wants.
Yeah.
Well,
it's the girl's job to come in and figure out what that man wants, adapt to it, improvise, and be the best component.